What does Hisoka's like gummy thing do again?
It's just like bungee gum.
What does it do?
It has both the properties of rubber and gum.
Correct.
What does it do?
That's all it says.
Mari Krombu Weebs, my name is Cole, his name is Mike, his name is Jay, we like anime, and this is episode 33, I think, of the Anime Protagonist Podcast?
33.
Yes.
Okay, good. A little bit of a weirder release schedule we got going on here. This week, what we're going to be doing is we're taking a look at Best Boys in a way that only Best Boys can be decided in an ultimate battle to the death. But before we get into any of that, I look at my two lovely co-hosts and I say, oh shoot, I forgot. I think it's Mike. Mike, what's on your mind?
Oh gosh, you got me off guard there. I have no idea what's on my mind. Basically, I'm just very hot right now. I really don't have anything else on my mind other than I've been playing a lot of this Mudai game and the Pokemon game in our Discord.
Yeah.
And I've just been like obsessively rolling for waifus and Husbandos and Fred Flintstone.
Yes, and Fred Flintstone.
And so that's been going pretty well. I also, honestly, my harem's looking pretty good. Or I think I called it my dank dungeon is my gang of people that I have.
So it's your greasy gang.
Greasy gang. There
Nice.
you go.
That's a good one. You guys are going to have to show me how to rename them because I haven't figured that out yet.
I will teach you.
Thank you.
It's a good time though. It's a fun. I'm loving these little bots that we added here. It kind of gives you a bit more life to the Discord server.
Yes. Yeah. Which everyone should immediately stop what you're doing right now and go and join it.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's right here, right in the bio. Check it out.
There it is.
Yep.
At our link to
Yes, or in the description of what you're listening to this on.
Or in the description that you're listening to, of course.
Mike, if you're editing this later, put the QR code that I made for the Discord right now. Cool, thanks.
Thank you, Michael.
I didn't do it. Why'd you say thanks?
Can you do it
said
for me, though?
Mike that was editing. You're not editing right now.
Oh, it's true. It's true. Okay, future Mike. I'll let him decide if he wants to do that or not.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you?
Yeah, maybe?
I say thank you.
You know what else you should say?
What's that?
What?
What's on your mind?
Whoa.
Jay.
You know what? I'm not gonna say what's on my mind. I'm gonna say what I blanked. And now I'm gonna say what's on my mind. I have been playing Pokemon Heart Gold. Just kind of doing another run of that. The thing I've been really into doing with Pokemon lately is playing a playthrough with Pokemon I've never used before.
Yeah, I always try to do that too.
Mm-hmm. Just because, just the concept of team building is so much fun, and that's where I get my fun from Pokemon, really.
Mm-hmm.
And if you use the same guys in multiple runs, I feel like it gets a little stale too. Just you've done it before, right?
Mm-hmm. And you know what they're capable of, you know what they're able to, you know what to expect when you catch it. But when you use new Pokemon, you don't know what to expect, and you just have a new outlook on it, and it changes up how you play the game, which is a lot of fun. And it also allows you to find new favorite Pokemon.
Yeah. I should do that. I
you
probably
should do that.
Won't, though.
You should. Give a DS.
I do have a DS, actually, yeah.
Do you want me to lend you Pokemon Soul Silver?
Do you ever want to see it again?
Yeah, don't lend Cole games.
Honestly, I never touch it, so you can keep it if you want.
Don't tell me that.
Jay, that's a very expensive game these days.
I know. Cole, I'm offering you a $200 game.
Yeah.
That's we'll discuss this off air. Yeah.
Well, while you consider that, I'd like you to also consider what's on your mind.
Wait.
Michael said wait.
Oh.
Jay, quick team reveal. Who do you got on your team right now?
So right now, my team is currently Quilava, Flaffy, and I just caught a Poliwag. The other three I'm planning on using are Tyranitar, Yanmega, and Tangrowth.
Oh, yeah. I love it. Other question. Do you nickname your Pokemon?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Good.
We're on the same page.
Very good.
I used to be anti-nickname, and now I am pro-nickname. Ever since I started watching Nuzlocke and stuff, and it really does make you feel more connected to that specific Pokemon.
Absolutely. It just like, and it also makes the Pokemon feel like yours rather than like just another version of that, like of that sprite. It actually feels like you own it, and
right, yeah, feels like
it
your
adds a
baby
bit more
boy.
Personalization.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, Cole, tell us.
Oh yes, what's on my mind? Well, boys, I've popped the old Persona 5 Royal back into the PlayStation 5.
Ooh.
There's the sound for the PS5. I'm just playing that again with some DLC. I am unstoppable now.
Why are you unstoppable?
The DLC Personas are outrageously strong.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
they are.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Like one hit and I kill everything.
Yeah.
But it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect for me. I feel like a god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you want to feel like, right?
Yeah,
Why would you want a challenge?
I don't. I'm picking it up for the first time in months, and I'm just like picking up where I left off. So
How
like,
far
I
are you?
appreciate. I'm like the final dungeon.
The new dungeon or the final one from Persona
Final
5?
Palace. Sorry, the final palace for Royal. Like
Okay.
the new one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you liking it?
Yeah. It's it's good.
Did
I knew
you-
it was good. Yeah.
Did you ever end up actually finishing the royal part of Persona 5?
No. That's where I'm picking up from.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm
So
finally
you're
like finish Royal. Or
Okay,
finishing
yeah.
Royal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so you're
Kasumi
like
best girl.
No.
Yeah.
Cole, big Motoko guy. You know, when we play our
Makoto?
Mudai game, you're
Yeah.
never gonna get Makoto unless you also roll for games, eh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, she's in an anime.
is
Oh, that's true, but she won't
Yeah.
be. I don't think she'll be in the top 2,000.
Well, we'll. You know what? My old saying. We'll discuss this off air.
I think you can alter rarity for characters.
Can you?
Yeah, I think there's a
I feel-
setting. I was
I don't know.
I
scrolling
feel
through
like-
Mudai and I think you can.
I feel like if we changed the settings for popularity, we might get some like super obscure ones that we don't know.
Well, like when I set it up, and by the way, this bot has so many like functions, it's ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
so complicated. I actually did switch it to, it's called Game Mode 2, which pares down the number of anime only. It had 10,000 waifus and husbandos down to 2,000 we're at right now. And then I think it had like 20,000 game, and then we're down to like 4,000 game or something. It's insane. So if I didn't do that, you'd be getting like the most obscure. If you think these characters are obscure that you're getting right now, just imagine.
Some of them are. You know what? I really don't understand. That I'm doing exclusively anime waifu polls, and I'm getting like Lovecraftian monsters in it, which I appreciate.
Yeah, they're great.
I appreciate them, but like it's just bizarre. How are they making the cut for waifus?
I also like how like sometimes you'll get like Nami's shoe, and it's
Yeah.
like a sentient shoe from like episode 385 of One Piece.
Yeah,
Well, that's top 2,000 waifus.
apparently, yeah. I think waifus is a very loose term when it comes to this Discord game.
Yeah.
Because
I
like,
think so. Yeah.
I guess some of these Lovecraftian monsters just have a gender, and it is female, apparently.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess cosmic horror monsters can have genders.
Apparently.
We cannot fathom their gender.
That's
You're
true.
just reading
Yeah.
H.P. Lovecraft, and you're reading about Cthulhu, and you just go, best girl.
Cthulhu? Is Cthulhu best girl?
Cthulhu. Best girl?
Well, what do you guys say we listen to the news theme here for a second?
Okay.
Okay. And we got no news.
I have a piece of news.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay.
We are going to be at Icon in Winnipeg
There we go.
Ooh.
when this comes out.
Hence the confusion if people are wondering
Mm-hmm.
why do they have no news? There was a bunch of news that came out this week.
Why
Actually,
didn't
We're
we talk
recording
about?
early.
Why didn't
Thinking
you talk
about it?
about season 3 of One Punch Man? I'm sorry. We don't know about it yet.
We don't know about it yet. Yeah, scheduling conflicts, so we're recording this a bit early. So
Yeah.
we apologize for the no news, but I think we've still got a decent episode lined up for everyone. You know what? Better than decent. Terrific episode.
Honestly, this is going to be the
Terrific.
best episode we've ever done yet.
Yeah, most of our episodes are honestly
pretty mid.
pretty mid.
Yeah,
Pretty mid.
pretty mid. This is a banger, though.
I'm pretty sure I did my math wrong. I think this episode comes out when Icon is ending, so we'll have been at Icon.
No,
Yeah.
this episode comes out the week before Icon.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah,
This is
true.
the Sunday.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm in Toronto right now.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you saw Cole at Anime North, tell us what you thought of him. Was he?
Tell us what
was
you
he
thought of
nice?
his new haircut. It looks really
Yeah.
good, I think. Yeah.
Of course,
Very
you guys
floofy.
don't know about my old haircut.
Yeah.
I guess you do. You can watch the YouTube video.
Yeah. Watch the VOD that we just posted.
Yeah.
Just walk around with a picture of
weeks ago.
yourself from 2 weeks ago.
This was me. This is the new me.
Or like
hold-
cosplay as before after.
Like right in half. Like the left half of me has long hair, and the right half has my new do, which looks the same as mine.
Yeah.
It's just shorter on the sides.
Yeah, I should say one more thing that's on my mind, just because it's been bothering me. I'm doing intermittent fasting.
Oh, scary.
It's tough, man.
Wait, why?
I can only Jay's looking at me confused. I can only eat between the hours of 1 p.m. and 7 p.m.
Why?
because every time I look down at my gut, I think this is too much.
Oh, gotcha.
All my shirts are getting pretty tight.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, understandable.
It do be
I
like
will-
that sometimes.
I will punish myself instead of working out because I hate working out.
You look at your stomach and you're just like, small.
Stop it! Stop it! But yeah, what do you guys? Oh, right. We do have one more segment. Jay's Game Corner. Here it is.
Oh. Welcome to Jay's Game Corner. Tonight we have a ton of news for you. Yeah, it's been a pretty crazy week.
Oh,
I
don't forget about. And
Oh, guys, my personal favorite thing. I don't know if you're gonna bring this up, Jay, but
Okay, that was some great news, but I
Yeah.
have one last piece of news from the Game Corner, and it's
no,
no way.
no, I
know.
can't believe it.
I know it's crazy.
Oh my god,
It's
Oh my
so
God.
crazy. If we didn't talk
How
about,
are they gonna? How did they keep this under wraps for so long?
I don't know. And you know what? It was
A
honestly
goat? Really?
Yeah,
That's insane.
a goat.
Crazy.
but
That's
you know
crazy
what?
stuff.
How about for Jay's Game Corner this week? We just quickly say what our favorite game of all time is and why.
Okay.
Okay.
Real quick.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I guess
Uh,
this kind of doubles as mailbag a little bit, kind of.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. From Mike.
Play
From
the music.
Mike's mailbag.
This is very confusing.
Yeah. Let's never do this again.
We might have to if we ever attend another convention.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll figure that out. We'll
Yeah.
cross that bridge when we come to it, and we'll discuss this off air. But favorite video game of all time? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. It's
Okay.
kind of a cop-out answer, though. Like, I feel like just saying Pokemon is kind of a cop-out answer, because I just all of them, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really have a favorite one of them,
Yeah.
but, like, they're just the games that I can just always go back and play. If I had to really pick a non-Pokemon...
I think you got to pick one.
Do I have to pick one?
You have to pick one.
Yeah.
It can be
that's-
like like you can pick like gold and silver because they're
Yeah.
basically the same game.
The same game. You know what? I'm gonna go with a really controversial take here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Black and White and Black and White 2, like that generation. I
Mhm.
think it's the best generation of Pokemon, even though it got a lot of hate when it came out. But like for nostalgia reasons, the answer is probably either Gold and Silver or Emerald.
Yeah.
But honestly, the best game, the one I enjoyed the most, is Black and White.
Honestly, like I used to be one of those people that didn't like Black and White, but I replayed it recently, maybe like a year ago, and I totally understand where you're coming from. It has probably the best story in the Pokemon series.
Undeniably, I'd say.
Yeah, the sprite work is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's like
just
the,
like-
the highlight, the peak of 2D sprites.
Oh, absolutely. Like, and it feels like it did I pushed the boundaries of what the DS hardware could handle.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
I understand like that people don't like the designs of the Pokemon, but going back and knowing that the Pokemon like already exist because it's a it's an older gen now, you kind of get over it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It's nice actually. I kind of have like a soft spot in my heart for sprites, honestly.
Yeah, no, me too. Honestly,
I mean,
if they
people like that art in general.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I like that aesthetic. It's cool.
Yeah. There's a fine line to it though. Like there's a certain point when it's like, okay, this doesn't look good anymore. You know what I mean? Like if you go back and play like an NES 8-bit game, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can even appreciate that. Like, think about Mario. Like you can understand what Mario looks like based on like
8 or like 8 by
a handful of pixels.
Yeah,
like maybe it's. I find it interesting in the sense that like these people did so much with so little.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like the first Final Fantasy, you could tell exactly what was happening in battles based off of 3 images that they just used to dictate what was going on.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. I would agree there is a fine line. Like,
yeah,
Pong.
Yeah.
Even Pong, like it conveys itself really well still. Like, it's the most simple game aesthetically, but it still conveys itself properly.
I think there's a difference between something being like impressive for the medium and being beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I wouldn't say Mario looks beautiful, but I would say like Final Fantasy VI looks beautiful, if that makes if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'd say Mario didn't look. Oh, this is a controversial opinion, guys. I would say Mario didn't look beautiful until Super Mario World.
I mean, Super Mario World's an amazing game. Just
which one's Super Mario World?
All across the board. The
Super Nintendo.
SNES one.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Super Nintendo was like the peak for.
Yeah, honestly,
for like
pixel
art. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and they really pushed it towards the end of that console's life, where they were like actually releasing 3D games.
Yeah, and you can kind of tell that. You can kind of tell that because all the games that are made in sprite art nowadays are harkening back to the SNES games.
Yeah,
Shovel Knight and stuff like that.
Except way better still, but like
I mean,
they have like the look
with
of a
modern
Super
technology,
Nintendo.
but they're trying to emulate that style, right?
Yeah. Jay, what's your favorite game of all time?
My favorite game of all time, we're going to stick with the Nintendo theme and talk about Zelda now. My favorite game is The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Speaking of incredible art.
Yeah,
timeless.
and it's really funny because out of all of the Zelda games that exist, I'd say Wind Waker probably has the most timeless art style.
I'd agree.
And graphics because of the way the characters are because of the way the characters
Well, they didn't
look.
they didn't go for like a photorealistic look. They went for like an animation look.
That's the cool thing with you that's what I've always thought about, like when they do the animated like cell shaded look is you're choosing to do a more simple look, like it's more stylized. So it looks so different from everything else that you really have nothing to compare it to, and it just ages really well.
Exactly. I remember when Wind Waker actually came out and thinking, oh, this game looks silly.
And a lot of people thought
now it's like, I think it's one of the best looking Zelda games.
Oh, absolutely. Obviously, it probably doesn't stand up to Breath of the Wild, but it still is a very impressive game, especially for its time.
It holds its own.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It definitely does. It definitely does.
Yeah.
It's my personal favorite Zelda game.
And I mean, just because I also like the story. I thought that the world of Hyrule, how it was underwater and exploring the world above the sea was really neat.
And how it's connected to Ocarina of Time. Like, Ganon is the same.
Yeah,
Ganon.
it's the same Ganon.
Spoilers, I guess.
I don't really think that's spoilers for Zelda.
The game's been out for
the game's been out, and it's also like, you understand the story, but at the end of the day, it's more about the adventure, not the actual storyline.
Yeah.
I thought that like the combat's really good. It has some of the best items in the game or in the series. I love the Wind Waker as a concept. I always remember the Wind's Requiem. Up, left, right.
Go on.
I don't know. I can go on about this game forever. Tetra's probably the best Zelda, period.
Well,
Yeah.
Not waifu. Like, if we're talking waifu, then Breath of the Wild or Twilight Princess Zelda.
See,
But-
here's my thing about timeless art style.
Yeah.
Twilight Princess and what was the other one where they did like
Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword?
Yeah.
Kind of don't hold up art-wise.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I haven't played the HD remaster of Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword, but it doesn't hold up as well as Wind Waker.
Yeah, I'd say Skyward Sword looks better because it has more cell shading to it.
Yeah, a little bit more cartoony, but yeah, Twilight Princess they tried to go with like the
edgy. It's a
Edgy
little too
one.
edgy.
And I think
Yeah.
that's because people complained that Wind Waker looked way too kiddie.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. 100%.
Absolutely. Definitely.
But enough about Wind Waker because I could ramble on about this game forever. Cole, what's your favorite game?
I'm going three-peat Nintendo, and I'm gonna say Breath of the Wild.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite game, the one I can go back to all the time. Like, again, it's timeless because they found the right balance between making a game look modern, but also making it look timeless.
Yeah.
Because it kind of has that anime style. So you can play it whenever, and it'll always look good.
Yep.
The combat system in it's great. I appreciate it. Also, this is exclusive to me that it doesn't have a difficulty setting. Like you have to get good, or you have to.
But that sounds like a negative for you.
No, it's a positive for me because it doesn't give me the choice.
Oh, okay.
So then
So you're saying
I-
it's doing the Quiznos versus Subway approach where like it doesn't let you make the choice to screw it up for yourself.
Yeah. So it's just I can pick it up whenever, and it's fun, and the combat is intuitive, and
It also feels like a modern realization of what the original Zelda was trying to do, where it just kind of put you in a world and said, go.
Yeah.
yeah, it's open. Like it's completely open. Like actually completely open. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I mean, some of the most entertaining speedruns to watch are from Breath of the Wild.
Speaking of Zelda speedruns, have you guys seen the Triforce % from Ocarina of Time?
No.
No, Ocarina of Time speedruns I have a tough time watching because usually they're just like breaking the game.
Okay.
Yeah. Those don't do anything for me either. If it's just straight up destroying the game.
I'll have to send it to you guys later because it's the craziest thing that I have seen in a long time when it comes to video games.
They break the game. They break the game a little bit in Breath of the Wild speedruns, but usually it's just like they're trying to like get into the temples. What are they called? Shrines without like actually going through the door. So they're just like trying to go through the wall.
Yeah.
But they're not like, okay, you gotta like get right on this pixel and crouch 3 times and then like walk into this wall and then turn around and now you've got a million sticks.
Yeah.
Deku sticks.
Yeah.
This is what you needed. You needed a million sticks.
Yeah.
You do. They're the strongest weapon in the game, Michael. They're insanely strong.
The Triforce % is very different because the point of the run is you're actually like obtaining the full Triforce.
Okay.
And essentially it's quote unquote DLC for Ocarina of Time, where they're using content from the game's code to make more content on the fly.
Interesting.
Okay.
And it's just one big glitch.
Have I ever told you guys, speaking of speedruns, have I ever told you guys about what one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube is?
Speedruns?
Speedruns, but specifically Star Wars Shadows of the Empire speedruns.
Yeah? Are they
I
good?
don't know why.
Oh. Is it just nostalgia factor for you?
I think it's
Kyle?
just nostalgia for me. Yeah.
You know what my favorite speedrun is?
What?
Wii Sports.
Jay and I watched.
How do you do that?
Jay and I watched a Summoning Salt documentary on Wii Sports speedruns.
Oh yeah.
And the history of the world record for Wii Sports.
Basically, there's like a few rules. You have to play like 3 holes of golf. You have to play a complete bowling game. Got to play a game of tennis. And what was the baseball?
Full game of baseball, yeah. And boxing.
Yeah.
You have to be
boxing.
And one guy in boxing, yeah.
Yeah. It's quite interesting, actually.
Yeah. No, honestly, it was very interesting. So it was really funny. I was over at Cole's place, and he puts it on. He's like, "Okay, watch this. I got to do some laundry." So while he's doing laundry, I'm just watching this documentary on Wii Sports.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. I had to do laundry.
Yeah, he had laundry to do, Jay. What do you want?
No, I get it. It was really funny because it was good.
Yeah.
He made
And
me
also-
apologize profusely.
Yeah.
And also,
The day of, too.
Yeah. He's like, how dare you? How
how
dare you?
How dare you? I
How dare
held
you
you up
do-
by the throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that Naruto meme.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, boys, what do you think? Should we go to our main topic for this week?
I think we should take a quick break, actually.
Oh, right. That's the way the podcast works.
Yeah,
Mike.
We'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back to our main topic
Yeah.
to decide who is the ultimate boy.
Best
Boy.
The best boy in terms of combat abilities?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Galaxy Brain Cole strikes again.
Break.
Yeah, because you're the only one who's quit. Welcome back to the podcast. Today we have a very exciting episode for you. We are doing the CFL Stadium Battle to the Death tournament once more. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Woo!
Ladies,
Yes.
are you ready? Yeah, there are no ladies in this podcast, I forgot.
There's no women listening to this. Are you kidding me? This is an anime podcast.
Just in case we forgot what the rules were, let's go over them right now. Characters are dropped into a CFL football stadium, CFL because we are Canadian, one at each end zone. They can use the stands, but if they are thrown out of the stadium, they lose. The characters will have their I can talk today. The characters will have their standard equipment, and the first to kill, knock out, or otherwise incapacitate their foe wins. Characters have no knowledge of other characters, so let's say if you're facing Naruto, they wouldn't know that he can do Shadow Clone. The characters will view each other as a mortal threat and someone they must defeat, and winners
Much like
will
I
stay...
view the both of you.
Yes, exactly. Wait,
And
you... Okay,
and the
good to know.
winners will go back into the hat to battle, once again.
Yes.
Yes.
It is a battle to the death, battle royale.
Yeah.
And only one will remain.
One shall stand, all shall fall.
I will fall very early. We should say, too, that we last played this on episode 14, which I think is still available. We did go back and purge some of our older episodes.
Yeah, I think
I
we
think
purged
that
up
one's
to episode
available.
9.
I believe so.
I think that one's still available, so go back, have a listen. This is a lot of fun. This is one of my favorite recurring segments that we do on the podcast, to be honest with you guys. Our list of competitors are based on popularity on AniList.
Okay.
So just if you wanted to know, based on the male gender on AniList. So
it's the...
what do you say we get into it?
It's the most popular male anime characters on AniList facing off in a death match in a Canadian Football League stadium.
Yes.
That's right. Yes. They can use the stands, but if they leave the stadium or are thrown out of the stadium, they are... Remember, they're cut up by like grid lasers?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yes,
Yeah.
we have the laser set up around our AniPro stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And we are
then
the
they get
announced team.
Yeah, the AniPro Argonauts.
Yeah.
All
My
right,
name's
I got my-
name's Jay.
I got my hat
his
here.
name's Cole. His
Okay.
name's Mike. We like anime. Blah
Yep,
blah
I
blah
got
blah.
my
blah.
hat.
There's a hat. It's got some names in it. I like how we actually have the old school actual hat for this one.
Oh, man, you can't mess with, like... It works.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
All right, I got 2 tickets here to Paradise.
You do?
First one is Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Second one is Guts.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
This one actually...
From Berserk.
I'm just going to go ahead and say this one, I think my immediate reaction is Guts wins, right? Because he's Guts. But honestly,
Guts.
I think Hisoka might take this one.
The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm realizing how like crafty Hisoka is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's Guts.
Yeah, Guts is too angry to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
I feel like it's not as one-sided as you might think it is, but I still think Guts takes it.
Yeah.
What does Hisoka's like gummy thing do again?
It's
Bungee
just
gum.
like bungee gum.
What does it do?
It has
Stretchy.
both the properties of rubber and gum.
Correct.
What does it do?
That's all it says.
It's
So
basically...
like, does it like pull him back towards him, kind of thing?
Yeah, basically like
Because
imagine...
I wouldn't want to be in hand-to-hand close quarters combat with Guts.
Cole.
Yeah.
His ability is bungee gum. It possesses both the properties of rubber and gum.
Oh, thank you for clarifying that, Mike.
Imagine Indiana Jones's whip, but it's sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I'm giving it to Guts because like it sounds like this is something that he wants to use to like make sure that his opponent is close to him. I think the only thing that Guts would lose out to is if somebody has like ranged weapons.
Yeah,
Even then, I don't know. Guts is again too
Guts
angry
is
to
pretty,
die.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
if we're
Guts
talking like later manga Berserker armor Guts. I don't know.
Guts is gonna
Like
be a tough opponent to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Guts is
He's pretty gutsy.
He's very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why in
okay.
our last tournament we had to rule out overpowered characters.
Well, I don't think Guts is overpowered. I just think in this one,
Yeah.
I think Guts would take.
I'll put it this way. Like, Guts is going up against someone who has literal superpowers. And I think it would be a tough fight.
Yeah.
But I just think at the end of the day, he just, like, has more determination than
He has more
Hisoka.
determination, and it's the Black Swordsman, man.
But I just have this
he's
feeling
got
in my heart that Hisoka might win. I don't know. I could just see him tricking Guts somehow.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I feel the only thing that could cause Hisoka to win is if he were to trick Guts into leaving the stadium.
But would Guts be tricked like that? He perceives Hisoka as a threat, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's go with Guts. Let's just let Guts live.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
Guts it is.
We'll let the pedophile clown get defeated by the swordsman.
Hisoka dead. Guts back in the hat.
Back in the
Bye-bye.
game, baby.
Who we got next?
Drum roll, please.
Two of them here.
Okay.
We got Killua Zoldyck
Okay. Killua
versus Naruto Uzumaki. You're gonna have to educate me a little bit on Killua, to be honest.
Okay.
Lightning Boy.
Lightning?
This is actually a
Lightning.
really close matchup
It really is.
because they kind of are very similar in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
So
The
yeah,
thing about Naruto is he's never gone 100% in like the original Naruto manga.
No.
yeah.
but
we're talking just Shippuden, right? Because it's
Well, yeah, but I'm like I don't know anything about Boruto.
yeah.
I gotta go Naruto on this one. Just hear me out. Naruto basically has godlike powers,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He just never really uses them, but
Yeah,
like
well,
if
like
he,
that, like I said,
I think
he's
if
never,
he needed to, he would.
Yeah, and he has so many different abilities, and he's never used all of them in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
But what if he did? Right?
You know what?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he's godlike.
Yeah.
That's a good point. But here's the thing. This came up a lot in our first battle too. Naruto is dumb as a rock.
He is dumb as a rock.
Killua is super smart and also like a tricky boy, an assassin
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
I honestly, in my mind, I could see Naruto probably having the advantage like in abilities and physical prowess. But Killua is probably actually faster, especially when he uses his
Probably.
lightning powers. He's smarter. And I think he would somehow trick Naruto into because Naruto's going to try to be friends with Killua and not fight him, right? Because that's what Naruto does.
because they see each other as a mortal threat.
Oh, that's true. That's how we eliminated that part of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no talk, no jutsu here.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
talk, no jutsu. No, you know what? I can't go Naruto. I still think Killua. I could just picture this, Cole. This is what Killua does in the anime. He manages to rip out a man's heart before he even realizes that he moved.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think Naruto can compete with that. You know what I mean? Especially when Killua gets faster and it has more lightning later on in the anime. I don't know, man.
I don't know. Like,
Jay, I think you're the tiebreaker here on this one.
the thing here for me is like Naruto might not be smart, but he does have good battle IQ. Like he's good. He's a smart fighter. He's not a smart strategist, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like he'd be able to hold himself in a fight, maybe not in a chess match.
True. Yes. So, Jay, you are our tiebreaker. Where do you come down?
I gotta side with Cole. I think it's Naruto.
Naruto. Oof. And Naruto moves on.
Sorry, Killua. Our third seed, Killua. Zoldyck destroyed by Naruto's toad.
Done.
The
Dead.
toad. Yeah.
In chunks.
Sage mode.
Yeah.
Here's
Datebayo.
one. Here's two.
Believe it.
First one is... Okay, I don't really even know who this is. Tobio Kageyama?
Okay.
Oh, from
Jade,
Haikyuu.
Haikyuu. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
He's going to get destroyed by
Versus-
whoever you
Yeah,
pull
he's
next.
done. He's done.
Versus our number 17, Guts.
Okay,
it's obviously
so
Kageyama.
here's what's going to
Yeah.
happen. Here's how it's going to play out. Kageyama's going to do a really crazy
I'm
serve.
not even waiting. I'm already crossing.
He's going to he's going to have a crazy serve towards Guts and then look down and wonder where his torso went.
Yeah, I think.
To put okay, so I'll just explain this matchup a bit for the listeners so we don't, because we all know how this ends up. Tobio Kageyama is just a teenage boy who plays volleyball really well.
Yeah. He's just
Guts?
a volleyball prodigy.
Yes. He's really good at volleyball.
Yeah.
But he's also a teenager and just a normal human being. Guts he has a giant sword that people are like, how does he even lift this giant piece of iron?
Yeah.
It's not even sharp, and he still cuts people in half with it. He's that strong and angry. And yeah, like you said, like Kageyama's gonna be like, he's gonna step into the thing. He's like, I'm pissed, but what am I gonna do about it? And then Guts gonna cut him in half.
Yeah.
They're like, won't even. This one's gonna last 30 seconds, not even.
Yeah.
Not even. It's gonna last like a millisecond.
Actually, you know what?
It's gonna last as
blistering
long
3
as it takes
seconds.
Guts to run across a 110-yard
Guts,
CFL football stadium.
Guts wouldn't even run across the stadium. He'd just shoot an arrow at him out of his arm. He has like a
Just
little.
throw
like,
his sword
yeah.
at Kageyama and he's done.
Yeah, pretty much. It'd be like it literally lasts 1 second.
Okay, next up, our number 20 seed, Edward Elric,
Okay.
versus our number 10 seed, Itachi
Ooh.
Uchiha.
Ooh.
Okay, this is a bit more even. I think I know my answer for this one. Jay, do you want to explain Edward Elric and what his abilities are a little bit?
Yeah, Edward is the Full Metal Alchemist. He basically is able to use alchemy without a what is it? Without a sigil? I forgot what it's called.
For some reason, summoning circle comes
Yeah,
into my head.
it's
Yeah,
the
that's what
circle.
it is.
Alchemy
I
circle.
forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was, but yeah, it's a summoning circle. And he's basically able to alter the composition of things. So like he can, I vaguely remember what he can do, but like it's like he can alter the composition of like the ground underneath him to move
Make
and
weapons.
make
and
weapons
stuff.
and
Yeah.
things like that. He can alter his hand to have a blade
Mm-hmm.
He could just turn alchemy is just turning one thing into another. Really,
into another
right?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the end,
And Itachi is just a really good ninja,
Yeah.
right?
Doesn't he have the eye?
Mangekyo
Oh, right.
Sharingan? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he has a Sharingan too.
That's I think where he takes this in my mind.
I don't know. Can a Sharingan copy or understand alchemy?
So-
to that like that?
What Itachi's like special move is he traps them in their own mind in like an infinitely
right,
repeating loop of like whatever he designs, right? So I think he just probably would do that and then just kill him.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
think
mean?
this is. I think this is a situation where like, yeah, Edward Elric is probably the stronger fighter,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but it seems like that
Would he be able to
that
defeat himself?
ability is kind of broken a little bit,
Just a bit.
and I think Itachi, would take this one.
I forget what it's called when he puts them into like the trance
I know what
or
you're
whatever,
talking about.
but yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think with his Sharingan abilities, I think he's too much to handle.
Yeah.
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 I Edward Elric, sayonara.
Yeah. Because
Mhm.
Edward's like a good fighter, but he's not even the best fighter in his own universe, you know what I mean? Whereas
Yeah, he
Itachi's
honestly kind of loses a lot in Edward's or in Full Metal Alchemist.
and
that's
Itachi's
true.
arguably the strongest ninja in his universe other than Naruto.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oops! I hit my mic. I'm sorry, everyone.
That's okay.
Next
even hear
up,
it.
we got number 23, Mob,
Ooh.
Ooh.
versus number 11, Kakashi.
Ooh, the Naruto love is heavy here.
Yes. Honestly, not surprised.
This is another interesting one here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mob.
I think
Mob.
I kind of think Mob too.
Okay, so Cole, you
just
explain Mob.
Well, Mob is basically just like the strongest Esper.
Yeah.
He has telekinesis, and he gets stronger as he gets more angry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's basically like the Hulk, but
I feel
psychic.
like if Mob saw someone as a mortal threat, do you think he would get to 100%?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So we're talking 100% Mob then, which like run.
So
Yeah.
now here's where things get interesting. Would Kakashi be able to copy Mob's abilities? Because
No.
Kakashi is the copy ninja, right? Like that's his main thing, is he's able to use pretty much any ability that he sees.
Right.
I
but
always
psychic
understood
powers.
that as he's copying like their technique.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
like
in this-
even if it's jitsu is like the supernatural abilities, but those are just
Right.
techniques that people learn
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
use.
Because he can't copy, like, for example, the Mangekyo Sharingan.
Yeah.
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 Right. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Mob.
I think Mob too.
Yeah. So, like, how would this actually play out? Mob just
Mob would crush him.
Yeah.
crush
Mob
him?
Just
or just throw him out of the ring, basically?
Or throw him
Yeah.
out of the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like whatever it took, basically. Just
Yeah. The psychic ability is a little too strong. Like, it's... I
Yeah.
don't even know how you'd put
Yeah,
up
it's a
against
strong
that.
one.
mm-hmm.
It's a
So
strong one.
strong. So we'll just chalk that up as a Mob win.
I think we'll chalk that up as a Mob win.
Yeah.
Kakashi,
Sorry.
we hardly knew ye.
And
How
Kakashi
many,
made it so far in our roommates tournament, too.
He
Because
did.
he'd be a kick-ass roommate. but
Great roommate.
He just...
Yeah. Just,
No, and I think he'd even be a good combat guy. It's
Yeah.
just he went up against the wrong opponent
Yeah.
this time. That's all.
Yeah.
How many, just for a recap, how many have we eliminated so far?
We've eliminated 5 so far, with the last one being Kakashi.
Okay.
So far, we have eliminated Hisoka, Killua, Kageyama from Haikyuu, Edward Elric, and Kakashi.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So next up, we got our 13th seed, Rintaro Okabe,
Okay.
versus our number 10 seed, Itachi Uchiha.
Oh, boy. Cole, as a resident Steins Gate fanatic, do you want to explain Rintaro Okabe?
He's a mad scientist.
I think you
He's
could just end it there.
He's just a crazy guy.
Yeah.
He's just a
He's just
wild
a
and
crazy
crazy guy, eh?
Very kooky, very entertaining, but not a fighter. Not a fighter.
Does he fight anybody in the course of Steins Gate?
No.
No.
I don't think so, right? So, okay, like just humor. We all know how this outcome's gonna go, but like, let's put your guys in Okabe's shoes here. How are you going to try to kill Itachi?
He's gonna run away.
You think so? But he's a more...
Yeah, I don't think he'd fight.
Oh,
He'd
you're
jump
right.
to another world
Yeah.
line. He'd text his past self and be like, "Hey, you're about to fight someone. Don't do
Yeah,
that."
Oh.
but he'd be dead before he could send the message.
Yeah, because like Itachi would just throw a kunai at him, and then that'd probably be it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be the end of it. Yeah, powerful ability, but I don't think he'd have the opportunity because how quickly can you text?
Right. I'm just saying,
Right.
like, that's probably what Okabe would try to do.
I think he'd run away and like try to hide and then try to send the message, but he'd be
He'd
dead
fail
before.
and then die. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think this one's lasting very long.
No.
Yeah.
El Saikongru.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Okabe.
It was nice to know you, Rintaro Okabe.
Yep.
Yeah.
My boy listens to Coast AM. I know it.
Oh, for sure.
25 Inosuke
Ooh.
Hashibara
Ooh.
versus
Versus.
number 27 Katsuki Bakugo.
Ooh.
Two angry boys.
This is a good one.
This is actually a very good one.
Two angry boys.
Two angry boys.
See, it's tough.
So-
explosions, of course, are very powerful,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
My Hero Academia kind of portrays the explosions as just kind of a nuisance.
Let's take a step back here. Who's more familiar with Inosuke?
He has beast breathing, right?
Me, I guess.
Probably Cole. Okay, Cole, you explain Inosuke, and Jay, you explain Bakugo. Just for the sake of the battle here.
Inosuke is a dude who was raised in the mountains by boars. And he has a very high intuition level. I guess is how you'd say it.
Yeah, like
Yes.
combat smarts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like how to survival skills as well. And he fights with 2 swords, and he has a boar's head.
What is
And underneath the boar's head is a pretty face.
very pretty? What is beast breathing? I don't fully understand that.
Yeah, I can't
I think
remember
that
what
just-
it was.
Beast breathing just makes him strong, I think.
Oh, right, because
I don't know,
Yeah.
all of the breathing like in the manga is portrayed, and the anime is portrayed as like supernatural,
Yeah.
but that's just an artistic choice.
Yeah, I think it's just an
supposed to just
artistic
be they breathe and they get stronger.
Yeah. I think I don't even think it's like they get stronger. It's just like a fighting style.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, because they actually have said before, actually, that all of like the flames and stuff like that is actually just purely just for the effect of it. It actually, if you were
Yeah.
there watching them, it'd just be 2 guys fighting with swords.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's just an artistic choice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
now, Jay,
But yeah, he's very
Yeah.
good with his swords.
let us know about Bakugo.
So Bakugo is a boy in My Hero Academia, a hero world where everyone, for the most part, has superpowers. Bakugo was gifted the power of explosive sweat. So essentially his
Gross.
sweat combusts. And with this power, he became very high on himself, thinking that he was one of the strongest superheroes, and basically became a bully to our protagonist Deku. He is someone who is definitely smart when it comes to combat. I think that he has a good combat sense, and he's not like, just because he's a mean, grumpy boy doesn't necessarily mean that he's just like an empty shell with a bad attitude. He
Mhm.
definitely does have a head on his shoulders on top of what he can do with his quirk.
Right. So how do we see this battle going then?
Honestly, one thing that Jay is not mentioning is Bakugo has like an incredible temper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would give it to Inosuke because he has that higher what's the word I'm looking for? Sense, like just battle sense.
Like he's like more combat
Yeah.
trained, I guess.
Like-
No, not combat trained. Survival sense, like he'd understand what Bakugo is doing and
yeah.
what he needs to do to defeat him.
So like I'm an anime only for both of these, and just basing it on like the last season of Demon Slayer, I think you might
Mhm.
be right, because basically when he's fighting the bad guys in Demon Slayer season 2, they're basically already have like supernatural abilities and powers and stuff, right? So
Yeah.
like I in my first impression I thought, okay, Bakugo can blow stuff up, he probably wins, but I think actually Inosuke might take
Honestly,
this one.
I think you're kind of right for another
Yeah.
reason, not just because of that, but in Demon Slayer, they're much more highly trained on cutting, like decapitating supernatural beings, whereas
Yeah.
Mhm.
in My Hero Academia, it's more just incapacitating and detaining
Yeah,
the villains.
who
So-
they're fighting is more of a
yeah,
thing too.
Yeah.
In My Hero Academia, they're all students. I
Yeah.
mean, granted, they do have to fight villains from time to time,
Mhm.
but in Demon Slayer, they are trained to battle
And kill.
and kill demons.
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. I think Inosuke.
Yeah. Honestly,
we're all in
I
agreement
think
here.
I think it's Inosuke.
Yeah. Like my initial
Bakugo.
impression, like I said, is Bakugo, but I think I was wrong there.
Mm-hmm.
Time to Bakugo
To the
away.
next matchup.
There we go.
And with that, Inosuke moves on, and we move on to our next set of combatants.
Which are, hold on, I think I picked up a whole bunch. Number 9,
Oh,
Ken Kaneki
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Kaneki.
versus number 26, Zenitsu.
Ooh, dude,
Ooh.
this is another interesing one here. Does Zenitsu not have a last name?
He does.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Agatsuma?
It's all good.
Agatsuma.
It's okay. It's
That's
okay.
It's, yeah, no
I
one's
feel
ever.
this
got
is a
that.
very interesting matchup, but at the same time, would Kaneki fall for Zenitsu's one ability after he already figured out how it worked?
I'm going with Zenitsu for the same reason that we went with Inosuke.
So should we also explain what their like fighting abilities are here for these guys?
Yeah.
Very briefly.
suppose so.
Yes.
Very
Yeah.
briefly.
Briefly, yeah.
Zenitsu has one combat ability, and that is he moves incredibly fast.
Lightning quick.
He's got one move.
Yeah.
But it's really
He's got one
really
move,
quick.
but he's perfected the move.
Yeah. And then Kaneki.
And Kaneki.
Can
I don't
you,
know, I haven't-
Mike? I feel like you're more proficient in understanding who Kaneki is.
Okay, he's basically so he has Kagane, which is his main like weapon, and it basically he's able to materialize these tendrils out of his body that he can use to fight with. Basically, it's kind of the easy way to really explain him. It really just it acts as basically he's kind of like Dr. Octopus, kind of. Is an easy way to think of it.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of like similar fighting ability and style. But a little more superhuman, I would say, even than Dr. Octopus. So
yeah.
I don't know who would win this one, to be honest with you, because Zenitsu would be able to cut through his Kagane, but then Kaneki would be able to regenerate the Kagane. It's just a matter of, I don't know. I really don't know where this one would go.
Yeah.
I think Kaneki, that's his name, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Is essentially a demon.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Zenitsu is trained to fight and has defeated demons before.
It's true. And you know what? Like, Kaneki's not invincible either. At the end of the day, he is
he can
killable.
die.
And a sword can definitely kill him.
Have you read Re?
I have, yep.
So
That's what I'm basing this on, is like final form. Well, I mean, not final form Kaneki, but
that's what I was thinking
yeah,
of, like final form.
I don't want to talk about that too much, but
Kaneki.
yeah. I would say not including that form, because that form,
Okay.
yeah, kind of breaks our rules a little bit.
Yeah.
The stadium
for Cole to understand without too many spoilers, Akira.
Okay.
Yeah, he gets real big. But yeah, I think Cole's argument is right. Like, I think what would happen is Kaneki and Zenitsu, now that I'm thinking about it a little more here,
it would honestly just be a big Demon Slayer fight, really.
Yeah, it would honestly just be basically Zenitsu versus like when he was fighting the cloth demon there or whatever. But I think the thing that we didn't mention here is that Kaneki actually has like a limited amount of stamina.
Yeah.
Like, he can actually run out of basically, let's just say, blood for all intents and purposes to regenerate his Kagane. So he'll run out of energy. I think and then Zenitsu would just use his Thunder Clap and Flash and probably defeat him.
Jay, are you in agreement?
Yeah,
or
no, I'm in agreement.
Are you accepting this?
No, I'm in agreement.
Okay.
Cole, do you agree as well?
Well, yeah, I obviously agree. Yeah, that's
I obviously agree with my opinion.
Obviously.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, even if you disagree, I'd like to hear.
No, considering how Demon Slayer works, I feel like, Zenitsu would win, because I don't think there's anything that Kaneki could or would do that could win him that fight. But at the same time, like, I don't know if that's because plot armor in Demon Slayer was in effect.
Well, maybe, but I just mean, like, they're trained to handle situations like that specifically.
Yeah. I think at the end, his combat training.
He's basic. Kaneki is basically the worst matchup for anyone from
Demon Slayer. Yeah.
Demon Slayer.
Because he's just literally just a demon.
Yeah. Essentially.
Okay. I think we've established Zenitsu moves on. Let's find out who our next set of combatants will be in the Best Boy tournament.
Number 23, Mob.
Oh, God.
Versus number 4, Eren Yeager.
Oh, this is going to be a good fight.
I still say Mob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's kind of exactly like his last matchup, really. Like,
pretty much.
Honestly, even worse. Like, if he beat Kakashi easily, Eren has no real supernatural abilities.
Yeah.
Well, other than turning into a Titan.
Other than becoming a Titan, but I don't think that really matters.
I don't think it matters either.
Yeah.
He would still be thrown out of the arena just as far.
Yeah.
And cut by all those lasers on the ground.
Eren Yeager can turn into a giant Titan. Mob is crazy, strong, psychic boy.
The best Esper.
So let's say Eren gets mad, turns into the Titan. What happens? Just Shigeo just throws him? Can he throw something that big?
Yeah.
Didn't he throw
Titans
an entire building at someone or something like that?
That's because it's basically a building.
Yeah.
At the end of a season 2, they're basically throwing buildings at each other.
Okay. Just making sure.
And the Titans are like actually light for their size.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Canonically.
That's
Yeah.
true. I forgot about that part. So yeah, I think even human form Aaron and also Titan form Aaron probably just lose to the psychic boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're all in agreement there.
Yeah.
I think so. Oh, one of them just flew out at me.
Oh.
It wants to be picked.
I want
Psychic
pick
power.
me.
Let's see which one that was. That wants to battle so badly. Number 7, L.
Oh,
From Death Note?
Yep.
watch it be light versus L.
Versus Mob.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Bye, L.
Mob.
Bye, L.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna
So-
take
Take
the
this
L
L.
on this one.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
There we
L's-
go.
L's only superpower is that he's really smart.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Mhm.
he's like
Not
super frail too.
Yeah.
So it's-
not set up for a battle like
A
this.
death battle,
I
yeah.
think.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
He is going flying. He's
Yeah.
being crushed into a pulp by Mob.
Mhm.
Mob
Yeah.
moves
Yes.
on once again. And I think Mob has he has 3 wins so far in our tournament. So
He's doing good.
He's doing very well, our little boy Shigeo.
Next up, we've got number 26, Zenitsu again,
Okay.
versus number 22, Megumi Fushiguro.
Two
From,
one-trick ponies.
From
Oh wait, no.
Which one's this is from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu
Yeah, I was
Kaisen,
thinking
yeah.
of I was thinking of a different character.
So-
Never mind.
We've already explained Zenitsu. Megumi, basically his abilities boil down to like
He can summon creatures
yeah.
to fight for him.
And then
So-
also, I'm thinking also of his, what do you call it? The final art that they do, the domain
Oh.
expansion.
Yeah. He also
That's-
has a domain expansion.
That might be where he gets the edge on Zenitsu in my mind.
I think Megumi.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, I'm not the
I-
only one.
I think he wins.
Boys,
I think he wins.
get the
I think
waifus off your
Zenitsu
heads.
I think Zenitsu is.
We've been playing
It's
too
down
much
on this one.
Mudai.
Yeah. Yeah, so how do you think this would happen? Zenitsu comes in there, he's ready to do his thunderclap and flash. Megumi avoids it, I guess?
I think he just comes at him with a domain expansion.
Just right
Once
off
you're
the
in
hop,
there,
yeah.
you lose.
So
Yeah.
would he open with domain expansion or
That's what I'm
If he
thinking.
if he perceives him as a threat, why wouldn't he come at him with his biggest move?
Because he, in the manga, doesn't.
Is that his personality? Like, would
Yeah.
he do that, or would he want to toy with him and then
I don't think he'd
eventually
wanna
be
toy
pushed
with
to
him.
it? Well, like it depends on what he is like and personality wise.
I
Well,
think
that's what I'm saying. I don't think he would toy with him.
No.
He's not that kind of guy.
Like, what would he do knowing who he is? Like, knowing who he is, if he were to fight someone to the death, would he immediately go to domain expansion?
I don't think so, and I honestly don't know that he would need the domain expansion in this one, honestly. Like he's from like a esteemed family who is like known for their combat abilities, and he's like an athletic freak too. So not like whereas Zenitsu is just like a really good swordsman, basically, right?
Yeah, like that's kind of just what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know too much about Megumi because I haven't gotten too much into Jujutsu Kaisen. But if it's just the domain expansion that could beat him, then it would be, could Zenitsu beat him before he got to the domain expansion?
Yeah.
If there's more to it, or like if it's just like on top of it, on top of everything else, he could beat Zenitsu, then then
Yeah.
Zenitsu loses.
If Zenitsu manages to get a good hit on him, then I think he wins. But I think probably what would happen is they would come in, they'd fight for a while, and then once Megumi realized that things were looking pretty grim for him, he'd probably do domain expansion, which is a guaranteed hit for him, right? So
Yeah.
I think at that point he probably takes it.
yeah.
And he might
I'm
not
going
even
Megumi.
need to if he just started to understand how Zenitsu's one trick worked and then just figured out how to counter it.
There's not much to understand with it. It's just very fast.
Yeah.
So fast that people can't counter it. But
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
I-
that's what I kind of mean by understand it, like kind of figure out the timing behind it.
Yeah.
well, we're all in agreement.
Yeah.
Megumi.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll move on. Megumi Fushiguro takes it, and Cole will
Takes
draw
it.
our next combatants.
They will be number 17, Guts,
Versus Glory.
versus number 8, Zoro.
Ooh. This is going to be a good fight.
Guts versus Zoro, battle of the two
Versus Zoro.
swordsmen.
Yeah.
Jay, would you like to explain Zoro?
So Zoro is once a pirate hunter who dreamed to become the greatest swordsman of all time after losing his friend from his hometown. At the beginning of the story of One Piece, he meets an aspiring pirate, Monkey D. Luffy, and decides to follow him in his crew as he, as the first crewmate of the Straw Hats, slowly got stronger and stronger and stronger, gaining various different techniques and abilities, learning, a man who uses 3 swords with one in his mouth, armament hockey, and observation hockey. I forget if he has Conqueror's hockey. Do you know, Mike?
Either way, honestly, I don't know. So let's just quickly, his basically loadout is he is good, a very good swordsman,
expert swordsman, observation
swords.
hockey, armament hockey, which is basically like
that's the hardening one, right?
So yeah, armament hockey is the hardening one, and then observation is obviously observation.
Is that the one where it lets them dodge? Because there's different names in the dub and sub, so I'm a little confused.
Yeah, it's the one that lets them dodge, and then the Conqueror's one is the Hockey of Kings, essentially.
Okay, so Guts basically boils down to just a normal human with big sword, right?
Yeah.
I don't know that he can cut Zoro if Zoro can do armament hockey.
Yeah, and here's the thing: I can't remember, but the thing that's revealed later on in One Piece is if you strengthen up observation hockey enough, you're able to see the future.
Yeah, it's kind of like the natural progression of it, right?
Yeah.
So I really just don't see... Guts too angry to die, but in this case, I just don't think
I feel like Zoro takes it.
I just don't think he could get a good blow in on Guts or Zoro. I just don't think it would happen.
I think Zoro would get in his onigiri, and that would be it.
Yep, slice him up.
Especially after the most recent fight in One Piece. Yeah, Zoro takes it.
Yeah, Zoro. I'm going Zoro too.
Yeah. As Cole was just sitting there because he's like, I don't really know either of these characters that well. So.
I didn't know that Zoro. Listen, no, I'm not gonna bash One Piece.
Zoro's listening, or Cole's listening in on Zoro, and he's like, "Oh, this character's actually kind of cool."
Oh, it's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Okay. It's cool that he can harden himself. It is incredibly stupid that he fights with 3 swords, but
he honestly doesn't fight with 3 swords that often.
Moving on. We're not getting into a conversation about it because everybody will be, Cole, you're stupid for not liking One Piece. Number 22, Megami Fushigaru again versus number 21, Naruto Uzumaki.
Oh.
This is an interesting one, actually.
I'm gonna take a bold stance, not even discuss it. Naruto.
So that makes for really good content for the podcast. Just not discussing, saying yes or no to things.
I think I'm gonna side Naruto as well. I think he would just overwhelm Fushiguro.
The only reason I had to take a bold stance is because I know nothing about Megami, so I can't really make an argument.
I think Naruto's superpowers would be just way too much for Fushiguro, honestly. I honestly don't see a way that Naruto.
Okay, I'm glad I was right. I just took a shot in the dark.
We're talking about, like you said earlier, like a literal god versus a guy who can do martial arts and a little bit of spooky stuff.
Yeah.
It's
a ninja versus a sorcerer.
Yeah.
In general as well.
Yeah.
I think he would just overwhelm him.
Yeah, like honestly, Naruto. All Naruto needs really for this one, honestly, is just probably Shadow Clone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You just swarm him with.
Like I said earlier, Naruto has never really gone 100%, and that's for a good reason, because if he did, he would solo basically everyone in his series.
He's pretty strong, man.
Yeah.
As long as he's got his nine-tailed fox with him, he's pretty hard to beat.
Nine-tailed fox and the toad one or whatever it is.
Yeah, when he's
Sage mode.
Yeah, Sage mode, that's it.
Yeah. Next up, number 28, a newcomer to the tournament here. Izuku Midoriya.
Deku
versus number 1, Levi Ackerman.
So, I know Levi very well. He's basically just a dude who's really, 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 really good with swords, and he can fly around the stadium because he's got his ODM gear. That might help him here, but I don't know Deku in his later abilities super well.
So I forget. I'm not caught up on the anime, but I'm caught up on the manga. where did the anime leave off?
So the last
season
thing
5.
was he was just starting to learn to use Black Whip, which I think might help him out a lot here.
Okay, are we including the manga when we talk about Deku?
I would say we should just maybe leave it at where the anime left off.
Leave it where the
Because
anime
that's where
left
most
off?
people
Okay.
will be familiar with.
Okay. Then honestly, the only real difference is he has like basically like Indiana Jones's whip. That's basically the only difference.
Yeah, he can manipulate it though.
Can't he use it to fly around too? I thought he could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, Levi has the same thing.
Yeah,
got the
so
ODM.
that's
a
also
wash.
Yeah, okay.
also how he uses One for All. His shoot style, he just like bounces around anyway. So
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Like
let's just
he's-
maybe break this down a little easier here. Who has the advantage of maneuverability?
I'd probably say Deku.
I'd probably go Deku too.
Yeah, probably Deku.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who has the stronger attack?
Probably.
Levi's got swords,
Yeah.
man.
But Deku with like his smashes, those are pretty strong.
He does have smashes, that's for sure.
Yeah, have you ever tried smashing a sword
They're
as the sword's coming at you? Your hand just splits in two.
Yeah, but
I
this
like
is
the
also
sound
a
effect.
super powered. This is also super powered, and he's using his legs.
true.
Okay,
true.
then his leg will split in two.
But you're forgetting that it's a super powered leg.
Super leg.
So? The leg that constantly broke?
Yeah. I'm thinking, honestly, I think we go. This is kind of
This
a
is
wash in my mind. This is a tough one.
This is a very hard one because they have very varying abilities. If we're talking manga, I'd say Deku, but like if we're just talking anime Deku, then I can't 100% say.
I think Levi's combat skills, kind of like when we talked about Bakugo. I think
I was just
Levi's
about
just
to-
more of a soldier, right?
Yeah.
I was just about to bring that up. Levi's got years of experience as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He killed like how many Titans at the end of season 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like 20 Titans he just ripped through, and like people struggled to kill like one.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we're going Levi.
I'm going Levi.
Yep.
Levi
Yeah.
Ackerman.
Levi Ackerman moves on to represent his clan, the Ackermans, in here.
He's going to Levi Deku in the dust.
Oh,
Mhm.
nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like the puns, Jay. I like the
Yes.
puns. This hat's getting pretty bare here, boys.
Yeah, there's not much left.
Mhm.
Starting to lose some of these here. Number 16, Tanjiro
Ooh.
Kamado.
Ooh.
Tanjiro.
Tanjiro.
Can tell Demon
Versus
Slayer is very
number-
popular.
Oh, versus number 15, Yuji Itadori.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So
So,
does
we
this
have another
include? Does this include what's inside him? I forget the guy's name.
Sukuna.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so Cole explain Tanjiro, I'll explain Itadori.
Tanjiro is a good swordsman.
Basically, yeah.
Basically, he also has like most recently in the anime, he has like that next level he can go up to with his
Breathing.
What's it called though?
Fire breathing.
No,
Sun
it's
breathing.
not fire breathing. Sun breathing.
Sun breathing. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. But he can only use it for like a very limited amount of time.
Mhm.
Right.
But it's incredibly strong. Yeah.
Right. Whereas Itadori is, before he gets Sukuna inside him, as Jay put it, he is superhumanly strong. Like in like the first chapter, he jumps up to the second floor window of a building. He
Mhm.
throws a shot put like a kilometer or something insane. He's a freak before he gets superpowers, and then he gets the most powerful demon ever inside of him.
Mm-hmm.
So like
Yeah, but that demon doesn't do anything for him.
But here's the thing.
The only he
he'd
doesn't
still
gain
fight.
anything by he doesn't gain anything by having that demon in him. He can just handle the demon because he's so strong.
But if the demon took over, because
demon
like he'd
Could
have
take over.
Yeah, because he'd have his normal equipment, so he could take
If
over.
the demon took over and then he's now fighting a demon slayer.
It's not a demon, it's a curse, but it's
So-
basically a demon.
Yeah. I don't know too much about like Tanjiro by the end when I'm assuming he faces the most powerful demon, Muzan or
Muzan.
whatever.
Let me just say he doesn't get that much stronger before the end.
Tanjiro doesn't get that much stronger from where he is right
He
now.
just is strong enough to fight him.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Because like Itadori can live without a heart is the thing. Like he can be cut
can he
up
live
and
without
still
a
keep
head?
going. Yeah, I don't know about that
Tanjiro
part.
also like sees strings toward where he would need to cut to be able to deal the finishing blow.
The thread.
Yeah, the thread.
But again, does Itadori have hardening abilities? Like, yeah, he's super strong, but like, is he going to be able to like stop a sword that's coming at him? He could dodge it. He can dodge it.
He would dodge it.
I'll grant you that.
I'd say he'd be very likely to dodge it because he's very fast.
Yeah.
But that's all he could do, right?
Yeah.
Would it be a stalemate then? Because like
I would give it to Tanjiro because he's armed.
Yeah, so like you're saying like the
does
loadout.
that sword matter though?
Yeah.
Because like Yuji fights people with swords.
If you've got two MMA fighters fighting against each other and one of them has a sword, I'm giving it to the guy with the sword.
But
Itadori is basically a brawler.
But are we talking like before he gets corrupted by Sukuna?
Again, I'm saying Sukuna doesn't do anything for him.
You don't think he's going to play a role at all in this? But like even with just Itadori's powers, like his divergent fists or whatever, I think he could probably kill Tanjiro.
This one's tough because I feel like I am 100% Tanjiro, and I feel like you're 100% Itadori.
I think we need Jay as a tiebreaker here as well.
The problem here is I'm on the fence because like I don't know if the fact that Tanjiro has a sword would be able to defeat.
I don't think the sword
Itadori
is as big of a factor as we were making it out to be, because Yuji does fight people with swords.
That's what I'm thinking, and at the same time, like Sukuna is there, and they're like he might not, but like he also could, like that possibility is there.
Yeah, because there's
but will he?
It's a coin flip at that point, I'd say.
Yeah, it's pretty much a coin flip, and at that point, like it's kind of if Sukuna does play a factor, Itadori wins.
Yeah.
If he doesn't play a factor, then it would be much more of a toss-up.
Yeah. So I think, Cole, you're firmly Tanjiro.
I think so, yeah.
I think
I'm
in
like
that
80% my boy Yuji. I think it comes down to our boy, Jason.
Yeah.
Jason.
I think the point I'm trying to make is more times than not, I think Itadori takes it. Because, like, sure, there will be some scenarios where Tanjiro can take it, but if Sukuna does come into play, then Itadori probably takes it. If he doesn't, then it's probably a much harder fight, but I think Itadori could still...
Okay, I see how you're approaching it. So, like, without Sukuna, it's basically a coin flip, and then Sukuna just tips it to the 56% or whatever.
Exactly.
I gotcha.
And with, like, thinking of it that way...
Yeah. I have
to lean toward Itadori.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, I think.
Well, I'm furious.
As always.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I'm furious.
Your boy Tanjiro goes down.
But bye-bye. Bye-bye. Number 16. See ya. What do you guys say we stop here and pick this up again next week?
I think that's a great idea.
That sounds fantastic.
So we still have... As far as if my math is right, we have 16 more characters to go, correct?
That's right, yeah.
Because we did the top 32?
Yep.
Yeah,
we did the top 32, and we just did 16, so we're exactly halfway through.
Okay, sweet. So do you want to quickly wrap up who the listeners can look forward to hearing fight next week?
Oh, boy. So...
Is there a list?
On this week's episode of Listen to Cole Read Things.
Oh, God. What have you done? Mike, wait a minute.
You know what? No, I'm not going to read them. It'll be a surprise for next week.
Okay, so they'll at least have to look forward to Guts, Naruto, Itachi, Mob, Inosuke.
Mm-hmm.
Levi.
No, Levi went down. Oh, no, Levi's still good.
No, Levi beat Deku, didn't he?
And Itadori and
Itadori.
Fushiguro. No, Fushiguro went down. I got confused as I went down the list.
Did you say Guts?
Guts went down.
Guts
lost to Zoro. Zoro will continue on as well.
Yep, Zoro will continue on.
Yep.
I assume Luffy's on there.
He's got to be on there too. Yep, Luffy.
Find out next week.
We'll find out next week.
On AniPro. But until next week, you can follow us all on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @AniProCole. That's AniProCole. Jay, what's your Twitter?
You can find me at JGaredian, JayGaredian. Mike, where can they find you?
Listen, you can find me on Twitter at GRITTYGUNDAM, Gritty Gundam, and you can follow the podcast as a whole at ANIPROPOD on Twitter.
Because you guys, I saw you searching there. I saw you searching for how to spell that one. And no matter what you're listening to us on, whether it be YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, leave a like, leave a review, leave a subscribe, and come to our Discord, of course. All of our links to all of our services you can be found on Linktree. That's linkter.ee.
Come play Moodai with us.
/AniProPod.
Yeah.
Come play Moodai, but don't steal my waifus.
Don't
and of
steal
course,
mine
just
either.
a reminder to everyone, we will be at Icon in Winnipeg, Canada from July 22nd to the 24th. Come say hi. That's what the script says. Next time on AniPro Pod, obviously we're going to be doing this again. We're picking up where we left off.
Yeah.
But until then, we say, as we do at the end of every episode of the Anime Protagonist podcast,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye!
Bye bye.